What's up? What's up? Slugging on for a short time. Yeah. Getting in some Diablo 2. Making a fishing mincer. Cause why not? Oh, what the hell? Here, send options. Fire res and poison length reduced. Okay, that opens this up a lot. Okay. Let me turn this down a little bit more. Okay. Actually, I'll just skip this one. Yep. Sorry about that. Okay. I keep this on. Okay, yeah, this music is just starting to annoy me. Let's turn on some real music. Oh my god. Oh my god. There we go. Sweet. I really need to sort my skills out too. But that's what we have plugging for. Hello, Skelly Bros? Oh my god, rip him.
I need mana. I need mana. I can't carry it.
For anyone who doesn't know, a Fishymancer build is basically a summon Necro in a nutshell, really. Relies a lot on skeletons and corpse explosion, which is like the best skill ever. Most satisfying, for sure. It's supposed to be a build that can essentially play the game like naked because there's no strict gear requirements for it. And I mean, as you can see, with kind of, you know, a minimal setup, I can get I can get a lot done here. But with the way Necro works, I really need that first kill, which is really pivotal. And that can be sort of the bane of any D2 Necro's existence, is getting that first drop. Something which honestly the Diablo 3 Necro solves extremely well is corpse as a resource. It could have been handled so much better in Diablo 2, but it just sort of went by the wayside, and because of that you get some kind of like awkward effects of that, especially in Hell.
Good day.
So I have stealth available. Hi, kitty. Gonna lift my cat up here for a second because he's bothering me for attention. Hey, orange guy. Say hi. Hi. Mr. Cat. Okay, go. Silly. Anyway, back to the point. I'm going to sell these things. Yeah, it's not really great. Going to make my staff. I'm going to have to speak to Drognan over here about the darkness that was uncovered earlier. And so we've unlocked our quest to get into the palace, and I actually need to spin up again and get my skeleton army going, which, like I was saying before, is a pretty huge pitfall of this.
I need mana.
And here we see Necromancer's deficiencies in full effect. So that's a good kill. I basically went to some easier enemies in order to just not have to wait. 2 skeletons, 3, 4, done. Okay. So the number of skeletons I can have out is strictly dependent on the level of my raised skeleton skill, which right now is 7. And my main source of damage. So each skill up, they get more damage and health, and there's an accompanying skeleton mastery that goes with it. As for scheduling in general, I know this is not a day or time I usually stream at, and really that's just due to how my life is set up at the moment. But hopefully with more viewers and more support, I can sort of ramp that up and bring more focus to this content, because it can be pretty fun. And the only reason that I say can be is because I'm a bit selective about my games, so it's just a thing that happens. Come on, can we get a death here? Outside of also playing this game casually, and by casually I mean I'm using a mod right now, but outside of this I don't really play on the ladder, and I've speedrun this game before. My only submitted and completed run so far was on a druid through normal difficulty, and that just takes a lot more time than I have currently to really perfect that. Which sucks, honestly. I really wish I could do better, put on a good show, because those speedruns are some of the most entertaining that you'll find out in the community. It's kind of a shame, really, but not much I can do there at the moment. Okay, so got Arcane Sanctuary, so I can get the waypoint.
This is fantastic. I wish I had time to study.
Go back. We have a few things we can sell, mainly these. We can get some mana potions. More than enough health, but I'll just get enough to fill my belt. And I'm actually going to start a little program called Diablo Interface, and what that will do is show my character's sort of vitals in a little box. Oh. So you can see all my resistances and faster run walk, faster hit recovery. And just give me 1 second. Sorry about that. Just had to blow my nose there. Didn't want anyone getting a good earful of just noise, especially with the size of this beak over here. Okay, so I didn't realize how low I was with the skeletons. So I'm just gonna summon my army back up. So the main reason to summon Necro sucks so hard is because corpses as a resource aren't managed very well at all in this game. So, you know, corpse as a resource, like, what does that mean? So sorry, trying to concentrate on the game as well. Essentially, that means there's not enough corpses generally without killing something first that allow the summon skills to function properly. Or some of the poison and bone ones, actually, because Corpse Explosion relies on the same mechanic. It can really hold you back. But like I said, you know, once you have things kind of going, then it's a little easier. But my main areas of my main bottleneck areas will be like through hell. For now, I'll just be able to. Whoa. For now, I'll just be able to backtrack and, you know, sort of hide those little faults by going to easier areas. But the problem with that becomes, you know, when I say quit, all my minions die, and I have to respawn them somehow. So simply just like switching difficulties or something after everything is summoned just doesn't work. And in fact makes things harder on yourself because now you've wasted time trying to get yourself together and then thinking, hey, I can still survive, when the reality of the situation is that they won't. And, you know, honestly, I think that's pretty unfortunate. And you may be asking yourself, why am I playing a game this old? Because it's fun. I mean, sure, I have to live in this 800 by 600 window.
Hello.
But it's a cozy window. Okay, so I can repair my gear.
Hello.
I can buy a whole bunch of potions. Here, you know what? I'll use the belt trick. What I did there is the belt trick, which is that if you grab your belt by clicking it, it unequips it, and all of the extra potions in the slot, all the extra potions above the first row, just go right into my inventory. It's a very easy way to replenish your supply, because this game takes a lot of potions. They really wanted the loop of, oh, you know, character gets damage, gotta hit a pot of some sort for mana or health. And the cycle goes, but it sort of backfires on you because in the end game, it basically forces you to carry a lot of potions to be effective. And you see that a lot in the speedrun. Okay, so getting a lot of resistance here. This is pretty crowded. Just one of those areas where this game really shows its age. And honestly, I feel like using pluggy is, you know, one of the only ways that brings enough quality of life improvement to really make it manageable. Well, at least, especially in my case, with the Holy Grail Sorceress. The aim of which is to collect every item in the game. So on a normal stash, you couldn't do that. You'd have to endlessly mule and just, you know, stash things on other characters and play the whole Tetris game. Which I don't even think with maximum character slots used you could really do that. Now that I consider it. Okay, so I'll fill my belt. How I'm doing that is shift click. Oh, first way. The Arcane Sanctuary is 4 directions. And there's really no indication of which one is the right one. Just have to guess. So that is left up to chance. And oh my god, why did I take that? So it's left up to chance, and you just have to sort of test your luck and see if the way you pick is the right one. And there's oh my god, there are paths that are easier because of areas that have teleport pads, where all you need to do is click on it and you end up on the other side of a platform, so it subtracts a lot of time. Okay, so I'm in one of those awkward spots right now where my summons died. And I'm going to go to Act 1. Essentially to get myself set up again and back into it. Oh, mana recharge shrine. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Oh no, not the Arcane Sanctuary. I have a town portal. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, so the quest in this area doesn't really require me to kill the summoner, and given where my skills are, I'm just gonna skip them. And that will be the end of that. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the Canyon of the Magi. Check the symbols, so that's a triangle. I'm going to bring up a note because I actually took down some information on where all the tombs are. To put in graphics. Splits here. So essentially the tombs I'm looking for in this area go around the edges, starting from the bottom left is a good reference point. And all the symbols go straight around and all the way to the bottom right. So I'm looking for the triangle, which is the second last one on this side. Okay, so here's an excellent kind of scenario where I can use corpse explosion on the first kill, and it's easy to see that everything had to be clumped together and just in the way enough to be affected by the spell. So corpses in this game can only be consumed once, and it's done. If you raise a skeleton from it, it blows up into a bloody little satisfying pile. If you explode it, same kind of thing. And through certain effects, it will actually ruin that corpse spawn. So if an enemy is frozen and happens to shatter, that will just make it melt away. Leaving you a bit screwed, for lack of a better word. Okay, so our golem is dying and our skeletons. So thankfully, oh man, I used too many potions. Thankfully, we have somewhere to go for corpses. Just as a note, if you happen to be watching from another stream that's auto-hosting me, welcome. Lurking or not, I appreciate the support, and does wonders for not only the stream, but the community I hope to build in the future. So as for games I normally play, the Diablo series is big for me. Outside of that, I was playing God of War for a while, and there's a VOD up on my channel of the monster stream I did on that. I also uploaded it to YouTube, so it's there as well for everyone's viewing pleasure. Just note, if you're going to buy the game, there's a ton of spoilers. Okay, so pardon me if I happen to wane on the conversation. It's a lot to pay attention to in this game, and I just have to get myself back on track with how I think about it. Okay, so we're going to take a quick trip back to town.
Good evening. Hello.
I have 2 skeletons left. Okay, so I will need to get some more. And this is basically the potion loop I was talking about before, where you're basically reliant on them a little too much, honestly. Okay. So this map is really sending me mixed signals here. I also kind of forget which direction it should sway, so that kind of plays into it. Oh my, okay. Okay, so we're gonna hope for the best here. Rip. Oh, that was so my fault. Okay. Yeah, I need to get a little better with that.
Good day.
Okay. So here's going to be the drill. I fill my belts. Pick it up, put it down. Extra potions go into the inventory. And there you have it. Alright, okay. So I need to go back. Okay. So I'm going to use the same strategy as last time, going to a simpler area. And just killing stuff here. Okay, so this is great. That wasn't great.
I need mana.
Okay, so we have 4. That's great. So we're going to go back to the Canyon of the Magi and march our way back in there. Okay. So the thing I'm a little bit guilty of doing here is treating it like the speedrun route, where you just need to level up enough, which can be a very tricky thing, especially with this class. So that was menus amp. Yeah, dude, I'm not there yet. But welcome to the stream, Blondie Mally. Hope you're doing well. And I'm using Pluggy, so I can actually re-spec into it. So it's actually a thing I should do. Or do I have it on my... No, it's a weekend. Here. Let's do that. So curses. Oh, I do have amp damage. My God. You can tell it's been a while since I played this. Build specifically. Alright, so I need teeth on something, so I'm going to rejig this a little bit. So let's say, let's call that B. But, dude, thanks for pointing that out. Sometimes the memory needs a good kick in the ass. So now we can curse our enemies and make them blow up faster. Because blowing shit up is fun. Am I right? Oh, so it was that one. Oh! Stop playing so janky. Okay, corpses. Sweet. Ding. Okay. No, I don't need blood golem. Yeah, so my skill bonuses are from a wand right now. And I really need to fix that. Here. Okay. So finally we have +1 to corpse explosion. And the curses are up. We found an F room. Sweet. And thanks to my friend here, we are set up a little better. So that we may maim and explode our way through the game. Just so you know, I won't be on for a super long time, so I really appreciate people showing up for just kind of impromptu thing. Okay, so let's see where this room goes. Coffee this. Okay, curse everything. Kaboom. Huh. Okay. All right. Obviously not the right way to go. but that's okay. Okay. So quick trip back to town. Need to get ourselves sorted out here.
There's nothing the right poison can't cure.
Okay.
Good to see you.
Good to see you. Okay. So that was the wrong way. Okay, so we're still making our way through Talrash's tomb. We've managed to go the wrong way quite a lot. Oh my god, really? Okay. Oh, baby. Oh. Wait.
I need
Pardon me. Ooh. Sorry, just one sec. Okay. Back in business. Oh no. Okay. So we are good. Superior Bone Wand should give us some good cash there. Okay, we don't want that. Amp damage, terror. Oh, but we don't need any more than level 1 amplify. I mean, all we get is AoE out of it. But the curse itself isn't any more effective as far as I remember. Right? There we go. Okay, so we managed through all of that. Okay. So I think it's a safe assumption that we should have gone down here. And if not, I see another path. Pardon me. Oh my god. Oh my god. That was actually the game. Oh, Jesus. Really? Hello? Okay. Let's double back to town. Oh, nothing to ID.
Hello.
10K. Okay. So we're gonna deposit that gold. And yes, I farmed a Necro torch, and the wand is a white wand. So I believe once I get to level 35, I should be able to use it. Okay. I need to go and build my skeletal army again. It's one of those times where the Necro... Yeah. Okay. So we go back to the Act 2 town. Let me rejig this a little bit. Amazing. Okay. So what I did there was basically take summon Golem and put it into sort of a... I don't know how to put this. I took the keybind off of it. That's better. So I will have to click a little extra to get to it, but I honestly think that's fine. Healing potion. Okay.
Not enough mana.
Unraveler head. 3 to Iron Maiden. Okay, so I'm gonna move this out, pick up my cube again, because I need it. And man, am I gonna have to hope.
Greetings.
Honestly, I'm not sure I'll make it through Duriel on the first try. So I'm gonna try a mercenary. Okay.
Thanks.
Emilio! Wow. Okay, yeah, I think we're gonna have to come back to him. Yeah, okay. I should really go. I have to pick up my fiance in the morning. So, gonna find someone to host. Let's see. Okay, there's not many people on. Jesus. Yeah, sorry. Okay. Bunch of people were on my tweet. Okay. I'm gonna send you over to JFO. Have a good night. Thank you so much for showing up. I know I was only on for about an hour, but it's a good stream. Have a good night, and I will see you next week back on schedule. Peace out.